We begin tonight at Parliament, the day after Broadcasting Minister Clare Curran put in one of her worst performances in the House. Today, she's failed to show at Parliament, instead taking personal leave. National MP Melissa Lee had more questions for Ms Curran today, but instead her colleague Megan Woods, who recently picked up Ms Curran's government digital services portfolio, was left to answer on her behalf. Our political reporter Joe Moyer has been in the House watching it unfold.
It's been a bad few weeks for Clare Curran, who was demoted from Cabinet after failing to properly record a meeting for the second time. This second strike was in February when Ms Curran met with Derek Hanley at her Beehive office in her capacity as Minister of Government Digital Services to discuss Mr Hanley's interest in the vacant Chief Technology Officer role. The meeting had been arranged via Ms Curran's personal email. Yesterday, National's Melissa Lee was on her case, asking what government business she'd been conducting using her personal Gmail account. Here's Ms Curran fumbling through her response.
To the best of my recollection, I haven't used my. I've answered OIA responses and personal and parliamentary questions correctly. And to the best of my recollection, that's what I've done.
Ms Lee was set to push the issue again today, but Ms Curran didn't show for question time after putting in a request for personal leave this morning. Instead, her colleague, Megan Woods, was left to answer on her behalf. But that proved difficult given she had next to no detail of Ms Curran's movements.
What government business has she conducted via Gmail apart from arranging a meeting with Derek Hanley when she was Government Digital Services Minister?
Mr Speaker, I don't have that information to hand. If the member would like to put that question in writing, it will be answered.
Supplementary. What is the Minister scheduled to be doing between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. on Thursday, 6th of September 2018?
Mr Speaker, I don't have that information to hand. If the member would like to put that question in writing, it will be answered.
There's nothing specific in the Cabinet manual about using personal email accounts, but yesterday the Prime Minister asked the Cabinet Office to issue guidance to ministers, which is expected to happen this week. State Services Minister and Leader of the House, Chris Hipkins, says there's nothing unusual about ministers using various forms of communication to conduct business, but if it fits the bill of being official information, then it has to be recorded.
It doesn't matter what the mode of communication is, the test is whether it's official information, and ministers need to make sure that they've got systems in place to capture that.
Deputy Prime Minister Winston Peters, who is studious about his own attendance at question time, defended Ms Curran's poor performance yesterday and her failing to front today.
Well, look, again, I said today we all have an off day, and you guys more than most.
From Parliament, for Checkpoint, Joe Moyer.
And Checkpoint has asked Clare Curran's office for an interview today. Our request was declined. We asked if the Minister would be free to talk to us tomorrow instead, and were told she would be unavailable tomorrow as well.